Welcome back to another Sophisticated Saturday. Today we are going to work through my to-do list like we always do. I have a variety of things on my to-do list, a quick snack I'm going to make. I'm going to get in a workout and share that with you, some work on my computer, cleaning. I have a label order I have to fulfill, so a bunch of random things, but I'm excited for it. Hopefully you are too. So let's get right into it.
I'm going to start off with a quick tidy up of our living room area. The pillows were out of place, so I needed to put them back, and then head into my bedroom and finish up making the bed. I just needed to add the throw pillows, fold up the little blanket I like to put at the end of the bed, and it was pretty much good to go. You guys know that I have been trying to declutter as much as possible, and one of the ways that I'm trying to declutter is by using up my products. So I've been focusing on my home scents, I guess I would say, and I've been doing a really good job of using up my candles. I honestly only have a couple candles left in back stock, and the rest I'm using as half decor and half home scent. But I really want to use up my essential oils. First of all, I really like diffusing essential oils. And second of all, I have a ton of them. So I'm going to try and be better about that. So I'm going to diffuse some lavender oil in the bedroom right now and keep working through that bottle. With that done, I'm going to grab my towels and throw them into the wash. I'm adding a little bit of whitening OxiClean in there and then using my Branch Basics laundry detergent, which I've really been loving. With the towels in the wash, I am going to quickly whip up some energy bites. These are so easy. I'm going to leave on the screen here as well as in the description box below the exact recipe. It's so simple. I don't worry too much about the measurements, just kind of an estimate is fine. The original recipe actually did not call for chia seeds, but I like to toss them in, add a little bit of extra to it, a little crunch and some more nutrition, but it's basically just oats, peanut butter, and all of the yummy goodies that you roll up into a ball. I add chocolate chips into mine. And I like this for a quick energy boost, or almost even if you want like a little dessert that's slightly healthier. I wouldn't think of this as a completely healthy treat because, you know, it does have a lot of honey in it, so there's a lot of sugar. Granted, it's a more natural sugar, but I wouldn't eat a ton of these in one sitting. But if you're going to use them for like a post-workout or pre-workout snack or a little dessert, they are absolutely perfect. So I'm going to roll them up into balls. I'm going to put them into two separate Tupperware containers. One I'm going to put in the fridge so we can eat them right away, and the other one I'm going to put in the freezer, and they'll last much longer in there. But usually we end up breaking out anything that I put in the freezer relatively quickly, and my goals of having something extra in the freezer for when we want it later doesn't usually work because it's gone within that week. I feel like that happens with so many of my recipes. I think I'm going to get ahead of this. I'm going to make a double batch so that I can just freeze some or have it for next time, and I don't have to go through the work of making this recipe twice, whatever it might be. But it always backfires, and we always end up eating whatever I make. It happens a lot when I make little treats like this. It happens especially when I make naan bread. I really like to make homemade naan, and it is kind of tedious to make, so I always make a double or triple batch and stick some in the freezer, but we always find ourselves sneaking into that freezer stash and eating it.
Why don't we say that it's too late for us now? Why do we stay when I blame you for the things that weigh me down? 'Cause in the echo of your silence, I only hear what's best for me. In the echo of your silence, I'm thinking more of her. She who wants to study your body, who gets the better version of you. I need the bitter truth. I need the better version.
The energy balls are done, so I'm going to stick them in the fridge and freezer, like I said, and go ahead and clean up this kitchen right now. There's not too big of a mess, so I'm going to put away the ingredients that I used to make the energy balls and give that countertop a wipe down because I kind of made a mess. I like to try and clean room by room, and that way I feel like I can check things off of my list. So I've already cleaned up my living room, as you saw at the beginning. That room is done. I don't have to worry about it anymore. I did my bedroom. That room is done. Don't have to worry about it anymore. And now that I've made a treat and cleaned up, I'm going to empty the dishwasher as well. And then the kitchen will be done and I can check it off of my list. This strategy really helps me feel like I'm making progress throughout my home and in my cleaning. Sometimes I don't quite stick to this, and a good example is when I'm cleaning the floors. Sometimes I'll just go through and vacuum all of the floors or mop all of the floors while I have that tool or cleaning gadget out. But other than that, I like to kind of finish up one room at a time before I move on to the next. Into my office, I'm going to cross a few things off of my to-do list and then work on my computer. I had that I wanted to work through emails, edit videos, and catch up on some of my YouTube comments. I do want to say that I love when you guys leave comments. Sometimes I get a little bit further behind when I get busy on responding to comments, but I do respond to every single comment. So if you do want to say hello and leave a comment below, I will get back to you. If you ever have a question, that's a great spot to leave a question. You can always message me on Instagram as well. I'm pretty active over there. Same thing. I love to try and respond to absolutely everybody. Sometimes I get a little bit further behind. So today was a day I was just going to knock it out and respond to all of your comments. Once I finished up with most of my computer work, I did have a label order that I needed to get out that somebody ordered from my shop. So I'm getting that all set up, getting it customized exactly what they wanted, the right size, and then I'm going to start printing it and work on weeding out those letters and sending it out as soon as possible.
I got an ache inside of me. It's a deep hole where I bleed. Oh, can I seal it?
So you'll see I'm using my Cricut Explore Air 2. That's what I use to make all of the labels that I sell on my website. I like it because it's a bigger machine and it can get a ton of labels done at once. But I actually also have the Cricut Joy machine, which is much smaller and more affordable. I am planning on doing a video coming up with a little bit more of a tutorial if you're interested in purchasing a Cricut machine and you want to know what types of things it can do, or a little bit more behind the scenes on how I make labels. I'm going to show 3 different ways on how to make home organization labels using my Cricut machine. So you guys have been asking for that and have been definitely interested in how I make my labels and how the Cricut works. So I'm excited to show you guys that video. This process is called weeding, and that's basically taking away any of the vinyl that you don't want. So it usually starts by peeling off the main strip that reveals my wording. And then you have to go through all those little holes in the O's and A's, D's, and all of those letters and pull out those tiny little dots in the middle of them. This definitely gets more tedious depending on the size of the label and the font that I pick out. So I try to make the fonts that are a little bit bolder and not too tiny, or else it takes a ton of time. But if you're ever interested in a custom order and you are looking for a more delicate font or something smaller, that's definitely something I can do too. Just shoot me a message and I can hopefully help you out.
It's the last thing that I need. Wanna feel something that's real. With you I get that. You're like a lighthouse in a dream. Really distant but your beam is guiding me home. So cold, yet warm.
For all of my labels, I like to go through and double check and make sure I have exactly what the order was. So I print out that order and go through one by one, kind of check them off, and I stick them into a little cellophane bag so that they don't get damaged in transport. If there's for some reason a water or rain, something leaks on it, they're protected in there, and seal that up. I also write a quick note to everyone thanking them for shopping with Sophisticated Organization and how much I appreciate them and their support of my small business and hoping that they enjoy their labels. And I package it up and ship it off. I'm just going to finish up with a little bit more computer work and cross off my label order and all of my computer work and get back to the cleaning.
Hit you with the text on XO. My ace boom boom, no flex, no. I won't gas you up like petrol. Just trying to take you way up, but it just go.
You'll see I was watching some Netflix while I was working on my label order. That's kind of the time that I like to watch TV, is when I can multitask. So I'm going to move that to the side because I want to clean off my desk, wipe it down with some wood cleaner, but also I really want to take care of some of the scratches I have on this desk. My original plan was to get a custom sheet of glass to put on top of it. Never did that. I'm still considering it, but it definitely gets banged up. And I have a couple of furniture repair kit markers. Some are crayons and some are more markers. And this wood, as you can tell, is really interesting. It has a ton of different colors. So I'm going to pull out a few markers and a few crayons and just start to put little dots of color over the scratch and give it a little wipe with my cloth so there isn't any residue there, and you guys can see what a difference it makes. I'll try and find links for these products as well and put them in the description box. If not, I'll put something very similar. But I love these furniture repair pens. I use them on the legs of our bar stools and our kitchen chairs. They make scratches basically disappear on your furniture. So if you're not using these, give them a try if you feel like you have a furniture piece that has a little scratch in it.
Swag and play the fool, babe. Just play the game and hold on, maybe. But I'm done with the waiting, done with the waiting. I'm done with playing nice. Now look me in the eyes. Tell me what you see inside. Not gonna ask you twice. Not looking for your lies. Tell me.
Okay, done with the desk. The towels are done, so I'm going to fold those and put those away. That is for sure one of my tasks that I do every single weekend, is to wash our towels. That's kind of a non-negotiable. But while I'm in the bathroom, I'm going to put my hair in a ponytail because I need to exercise, and I'm just going to do an at-home workout. I'm going to do a workout video and do it in my office. That's where I keep my weights and my yoga mat. It does have a fair amount of space, so you'll see I've crossed everything off but my workout, so let's get to it. For my workouts, I usually like to do a lot of high intensity interval training or HIIT type workouts or intervals, anything like that. I do a mix of body weight workouts with some light hand weights. I don't do, even when I go to the gym, I don't do a ton of complicated machines, and I don't think you really need that to get a good workout in. Honestly, just you and maybe even one set of weights, and you can get an awesome workout in at home or at the gym. Some of these moves were newer to me, like this little bear crawl one, but you'll see when I'm done, I am absolutely panting. I was exhausted after that. I hadn't done it before, but that is a good workout, let me tell you. I'm sure you can tell I am already getting tired, but I did do this workout twice through. It was a quick workout that they gave you the option for how many times to do it. They said you could do it once, twice, 3 times through, so I opted for 2. There's no way I could have done 3. So I'm just showing you what the first round was, and then I repeated it.
How did we end up here in the corner, looking like enemies? We used to be the team people talk about, what a chemistry. I can see it in your eyes. You don't wanna talk anymore. I wanna get so numb while we enemies. No, you don't mind the way I stutter my words. You know exactly what it means and how it hurts. Oh, I can't believe you're here. Can't get any worse. No. I just wanna get out of here. I find it so hard to breathe. 'Cause when you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze.
I just finished up my workout. I hope that you have a very sophisticated Saturday or whatever day of the week that you're watching this video. If you did like it, I would love if you gave it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until next time, I will see you guys later.